Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Index and match are the most popular tools in Excel for performing more advanced lookups. This is because index and match are incredibly flexible. You can do horizontal and vertical lookups, two-way lookups, left lookup, case sensitive lookup, and even lookups based on multiple criteria. If you want to improve your Excel skills, index and match should be on your list. In data analysis with Excel playlist, we are going to see the index function first. The index function returns a value or the reference to a value from within a table or range. You have two syntax for this function. The first one is the array form. It returns a value of an element in a table or an array selected by the row and column indices. Use the array form if the first argument to index is an array constant. The second one is the reference form. It returns a reference of the cell at the intersection of the row and column. If the reference is made up of non-adjacent selections, you can pick the selection to look in using this area number. We are going to see both the forms with example. Are you ready for the tour? The first example is getting the nth item from the planet list. We are given planet details. We want to find out the name of the planet at the position 7. So the formula will be index, and we are going to select only one column, comma. We are going to specify the row number, which is nothing but this position, close parenthesis, enter. Here you can see that we are skipping the column number if we are going to select the column. The next example is we are going to select the row and find out the sales amount for a particular month. So the shopper is Burrows. We are selecting the Burrows details and find out the sales amount for a particular month. Formula is index this particular row, comma. We are skipping the row number. It will be 0, and then you can specify the month by this cell. For the first month, it is 10,699. For the fifth month, it is 8,487. Index gets a value at a given location in a range of cells based on the numeric position. When the range is one-dimensional, as we have seen in the previous two examples, you only need to supply a row number or a column number. When the range is two-dimensional, you will need to supply both the row and column number. This we are going to see in the next example. We are going to select this entire range with more than one row and one column. We want to retrieve the details of a particular planet, the name, diameter, and number of satellites. The position of the planet is given here. This is the row number. The planet name is in column 1, diameter is in column 2, and satellite in column 3. We have to use the same formula except for the column number. Index, the whole range is selected, comma. We have to specify the row number and column number here. The row number is 3, which is given in G3, comma, and we want the name of the planet which is in the column 1. So we are going to give 1 close parenthesis. So G3 is the row number and 1 is the column. So intersection of that is specified here. The same formula we can apply it here. We cannot just drag the formula since it is given in a relative cell reference. Same index, comma. Now the column is 2 because diameter is in column 2. So same range we have selected. G3 is the position and 3 is the satellite column. For the Jupiter you have got 67 satellites. Now we are going to see the another example where we are going to get all values in a row or a column. Apart from retrieving a single cell, the index function is able to return an array of values from the entire row or a column. To get all the values from a certain column, you have to omit the row number argument or set it to 0. Likewise, to get the entire row, you pass the empty value or a 0 in the column number. Such index formulas can hardly be used on their own. We can use this function in conjunction with sum, average or minimum or maximum to get awesome results. To sum the values in a row specified at cell I6, we write the formula like this. The sum of index of this range, comma, I have to specify the row number which is nothing but 2, comma, 0 to get the entire values in that particular row. You can verify this. 2, 3, 4 to 6. Here we are applying the same index formula using average, but for this column, the range, comma, 0 because we want the column. Column is specified here. You can see that in the first column, the total average is 9241. Now we are going to see the reference form of index. So the reference can be one or several ranges. If you are selecting more than one range, separate the ranges by comma and enclose the reference argument in parentheses. Or select the ranges and give it a name. In this example, we are going to have 3 ranges for January, February and March. Each range consisting of 2 columns, item and amount. So we are going to select the intersection of this area, row and column. So 3 areas, it contains 9 rows and you have got 2 columns in each range. Formula we are specifying is index of the ranges. We are closing the range, comma, and this is the row number, comma, column number, comma, area. So 2 open parentheses and 2 close parentheses. So this is for the third month, that is March, and third row and the first column, that is 28. If it is 2, then you get the corresponding value 11,867. For the first month, you have the third row, item 2, you have 10,296. Using index with other functions. From the previous examples, you might be under the impression that an index formula returns values, but in reality, it returns a reference to the cell containing the value. And this example is going to demonstrate the true nature of Excel index function. Since the result of the index formula is a reference, we can use it within other functions to make a dynamic range. Suppose you have a formula is equal to average of C6 to C14. It returns an average of the values in the cells C6 to C14. Instead of writing the range directly in the formula, you can replace either C6 or C14 or both with the index function like this. I am replacing the C14 with the index of C6 to C14, 9. The result will be returned same for the both the formula, but you can make this as dynamic range by changing this 9. So I am changing the formula like this. Instead of C14, I am giving an index the same range, comma. Now the nth item will be specified by this C2. Then you have a close parenthesis. You can see that only the first 4 items are averaged. If I change this to 2, you can see that the first 2 items are averaged. So far, we have seen some examples of using index function, both the array form and the reference form. Hope you enjoyed the tour of index function and some examples. Keep tuned to my channel for further interesting videos on Excel. Thank you.